So there's not really a whole lot for me to say about the Intellivision version of this game. It released in October of 1982, and outside of the game itself, the only thing I really want to mention is how beautiful this art is. Like, I can't really even find any art that's similarly this inaccurate, but I don't know, I just love how weird it looks. Similarly to the ColecoVision version of this game, you get a difficulty setting at the beginning, 1 to 4. I decided to pick 4, that way I could show how hard this game can get. And I actually think this version is worse than the Atari 2600 version. I mean, it's slightly more advanced in terms of what it actually manages to do, but the controls are really bad. The jump feels like you're kind of triggering like animation in game as you're moving instead of it just being part of your moveset, which means it's really hard to dodge barrels sometimes. The gameplay's a little laggy because of the way I had to play this. I couldn't find a way to emulate an Intellivision game normally. Just anything I tried, it didn't work, so I had to use the Internet Archive's version of this, so it might be a little laggy. As you can see, the graphics are pretty beautiful. Donkey Kong looks like a frog, and the lady looks like Knuckles the Echidna. And then here we're at the second level, which is the final level. There's no elevator stage, there's no pie stage, but obviously pie stage hasn't been in any of the ports so far. These enemies can move up and down ladders, unlike the Atari version where they can only move left and right, so that's a bit better. Yeah, an enemy spawned on top of me right there. There's nothing I could have done about that, even though I was holding a hammer too. Other than the first loop, I don't really get that much further than that, just because jumping over barrels is pretty, like, inconsistent, so... But I did technically beat all the levels in the game. And now I'm just showcasing the two-player mode again to just show you what it's like. So I actually didn't know this until I was playing, but for whatever reason, the jump button for player 2 is different. The actual movement keys are the same, but you have to press a different button to jump for that, and I have no idea why. Here's the time bonus running out, which doesn't play any special sound effects or anything. This is like the longest that it would take for any of these to go off. Like, it takes way over a minute for this to even get close to going down. So unless you're purposefully waiting, there's no way you're ever going to run out of time. Touching Donkey Kong doesn't actually kill you in this version, he's just kind of a solid wall.